steps away to his left. And his first pass is incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Get wide now. Go Delta. Go Delta. Go Delta.
On third down, Bridgewater. He'll have a first down past the 40. This is caught. It's Cooks. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Bridgewater now on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Delta.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. Going up top for Kupp. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys. Is that how we're going to play? They responded to the challenge.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now McKinnon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Ready? Five down. Get set.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. That's into the hands of Reynolds. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off of play action, it's Watson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Ebukam in there to get him for a loss of 5. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Airing one deep for Crabtree. He rifles one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Crabtree the target on that one.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Gonna throw right side here, complete. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And that is incomplete here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Get wide now. Delta.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. And Zerline's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, Being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. On second down, here's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
From the 50, it's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Watson. He may try and run for this. And he slides to avoid the hit. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They run it with McKinnon. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And Ndamukong Suh able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Now it's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Get wide now. Go Delta. Delta.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Delta. Delta.
Second down, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. To throw on second is Watson. Snead's got it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watson escaping the pressure right. Taking a shot. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. Flushed out right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Bridgewater on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Bridgewater to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Being chased out left. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The tackle there by John Johnson.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back 22! Back 22!
Looking to throw on second down. Watson. And he whips that one incomplete there. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
From the gun on third, Watson, flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by John Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
48 Mike. Delta. Delta. 5 down, 5 down.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Tiger. Set. Blue 80.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Aaron Donald. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Get wide now. Here we go, gotta go. Far down.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley, he's to the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing again is Watson. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
On 1st down, Watson. Buying time to his left. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Watson now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Ebukam in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 20. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Back 22. Back.
Watson on 1st down. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson steps away to his left. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Watson, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st. On 1st and 10, Watson. A dump down to McKinnon. Open space inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
14.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Samson Ebukam in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Being chased out left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Another carry now for Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run here with John Kelly. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Lynch. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
On the handoff, Lynch. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. On the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at third and a few inches. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Los Angeles, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be back home next week for a